No, because we need to talk about how hard it is to maintain 3-person friendships. And I'm not talking about the healthy ones, but the toxic ones where the two people that are always just naturally going to be closer. So they'll be kiki and laughing, having inside jokes, and it's like they make that third person feel like they don't even belong on the planet.
There's always a queen bee at the top who everybody has to pay homage to, and if you don't, you are isolated from the group. These women that are in these groups hide behind the clout and the visibility that being in a big friend group gives them.
Of group chats, I can't think of anything more anxiety provoking than being added to an already established group chat. Sending a message in that context is so difficult. Imagine nobody replies. I will delete iMessage. I promise you, I'll never send a text message again. Asking a question in a group chat and having nobody reply, it's like, cool bro, fuck me then. I'm gonna go stand in the corner and tell myself some positive affirmations so I can feel like I matter. Getting ignored in a group chat has to feel the same way as getting on a stage and trying to do stand-up comedy when you're not funny. No joke lands, nobody responds or laughs. You're just there demoralized. What do you do in that situation? I know what you do. You square up with every single person in the room. You have to fight for your respect.
I usually don't do good in groups because you think that everybody all cool in a group, but then there'll be a separate group. Then there'll be personal conversations outside the group. Then one day you'll see them hanging out together without you. What's going on?
Hello everyone, it's the Oracle. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing why I'm so critical and skeptical when having and pursuing friends. So I did 3 videos a couple days ago in regards to why it's so hard to make real friends. So today I want to discuss why I am so critical and skeptical when making friends. So let's start off. I just want to say I used to be very outgoing when meeting people in the public, but that has changed for me. I want to say at least for the last 6 years, especially since I've moved to another state. Living out here in VA, it's totally different. People are not as outgoing, but you know, I did a video on that, so you can go check out my video with what it's like living in VA. I feel like when I meet people in the street, I used to exchange phone numbers, text them in a couple days, you know. However, when I would do that, I would never get a response. I would not get a text message back. I would not get a phone call back. I no longer pursue people in the street. I no longer exchange phone numbers. And if they ask me for my phone number, I don't have a problem with telling you no, because I don't believe you're gonna call me. That's just my attitude with it at this point in my life. I'm 41. I have no time for games. So I'm actually skeptical in even exchanging phone numbers. So we're not even gonna get to the next level in becoming friends or creating a friendship. I'm also skeptical with making friends because I don't feel like people are who they say they are. People are not kind. People are not honest. People are not positive. I'm finding more that they are more mean-spirited and competitive. I feel like a lot of women are very competitive, especially when they find out specifics about me. I'm actually nervous and I get anxiety when meeting people. I'm actually nervous when my husband's like, hey, you want to meet my friend's wife? I'm like, no. I used to say yes, but now I'm like, no, because a lot of the times, if I'm not meeting someone that share the same likes, goals, I feel like they're more likely to compete with me. They're more likely to ghost me, because I've actually experienced people ghosting me in the past, like 3 times. I've been ghosted at least, I want to say 3 to 5 times, but let's go with 3 times at least. And when you're ghosted, I actually don't know how to handle that. I don't even know where it came from. I'm also skeptical when pursuing friends because I'm married. And I know that there are a lot of single women out here, but there are also married women. I don't meet that many married women. And so I kind of avoid single women because it never goes well with me. It never goes well for me. I've tried it in the past. I'm not just saying it, making it up because I don't want to give them a chance, but it never goes well for me. They seem very jealous. They compete even more. When they get around your husband, I've noticed they like to flirt, laugh. It's crazy. It's even worse. So I definitely am very skeptical when it comes to being around or pursuing friendships. Let me tell you why I am very critical. Okay, so I'm very critical when it comes to pursuing friendships because I feel like in society, I'm expected to be the best me, right? So when I'm looking for friends, I'm expecting to look for the best of the best. And so what does that mean? I would like to be around other women who like to do the same things that I like to do. So I love to run, I love to read, I love to cycle, and I love being out in nature. So I don't want to say there are not other women out there doing that, but I have still not met those women. You know, in the past, whenever I had friends, I was always into working out my whole life. You know, since high school, I love working out. I love being in the gym. I love being in nature. I love being active. I never really had the privilege or the opportunity to be around other women that love doing those same things. I know in the past, a lot of women wanted to go shopping and eating. I'm at a stage in my life where that's outdated. I don't want to just go shopping and eating. That's not what I do. I'm into health, fitness, and wellness. And literally, my family, and that's it. So if I can find someone that loves doing all those things, that would be great. But I haven't found it yet. I'm also critical of the type of women that I choose to be my friend because I've learned my lesson. What does that mean? I feel like if I'm able to find women that are more into the hobbies, the passions that I'm into, we would less likely compete. I feel like women, the number one reason is that women compete too much. We compete. I'm not in competition with anyone but myself. However, I think that everyone gets into friendships, into genuine friendships, and I've been learning very late in my life. I asked my husband the other day, I made a comment to my husband the other day. I said, honey, I never realized that women were so competitive. What was I doing this whole time? I did not pay attention. You know why? Because I don't compete with you guys. You guys compete with me. So, you know, my number one reason is competitive, jealousy, and envy. Those three are my top reasons why I'm skeptical, critical, in pursuing friendships. Yeah. I hope this video was very helpful in a way. If you feel like you have no friends, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Make friends with yourself. You know, spending time alone is very therapeutic. I love it. I mean, literally, I'm making videos. I'm talking to you guys. I love this. So, if you're watching this video and you have no friends, I want to let you know it's not the end of the world and you're not the only one. Hit the comment. Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Let's link up in the comments. Maybe we can meet. Maybe we can be friends. I am still open to making friends. But look, don't come with none of that ish that I explained to you in the beginning of the video. Alright? Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, light, and healing.